Good day, traders. Chartman here. Today we're looking at OMVE for November 16th, 2011. So we're looking at a 6-month chart. We can see the stock's been predominantly on a downtrend for the last several months, trading as high as, where were we back here? This is around 78 cents here. We hit a peak here on June 27th and all the way down to a low here of 10 cents. So a very big drop. But what we did see is the stock beginning to reverse. So what we could plot basically from our resistance trend line, if we take a look at all of our high points, it makes a fairly solid resistance trend line. So we follow this down, and this is basically what's pushing the price lower and lower. And as we get to the point where we start to pull away from that resistance trend line, we pull away a little bit too quickly, and that sort of gives us the ability when we come back up to test the resistance line, the possibility to break out. So we can see that we dropped well below our trend resistance line right around the beginning of October, and we built up some nice support here right around 11 cents. So let's put a support line in here right around the 10-11 cent area, 12 cent area. You can see that we're trading along this level for quite a long period of time. The support was holding. What we started to see was right as the stock came back up to test the resistance level, we saw a big buying volume come back in. So basically we went from zero volume the previous day all the way up to 262,000 shares that were traded the following day. So a lot of volume came back in the stock, and we broke out of the downtrend. So this is the signal that the entire trend is reversing. So we've gone from a multi-month downtrend here, and now we've just broken out of this trend, out of this downtrend line. So what we can do is we realize the stock's moving in an upward trend. What do we need to do is we need to find the direction that the upward trend is now beginning to move. So what we do is we take a look at some of our recent low points. You can see that a low point happened here on October 31st. It was higher than all of the others. So if we take our last low point and we start to connect it together, it can give us the possible location of where our next low point will occur in the future. And you can see right here on November 11th, we came and tested the trend support line, and we held it, and we started to lift from it. So that's confirming the rising trend is still intact, and we had a nice rally up all the way up to 40 cents. Now you can see here also we were getting that buy signal where the MACD was basically pointing down, crossed over, and now it's trending up. So this is also the confirmation that the stock is in an upwards trend. Now we've got a lot of volume here. You can see basically there's been a huge shift in sentiment where we were previously trading in very low volume for all of these months. You can see that volume has now taken on a new life of its own, and we've broken out past the average trading daily volume on almost every single trading day. This red line here is the 20-day average trading volume. You can see that we've been touching it or trading above it for basically all of the month of November. So volume is increasing. It's a very bullish sign. We're pushing the stock price up higher. We had some resistance here right at our 100-day and 200-day moving averages. This is the brown and red line right up here, and you can see that we ran right up to it and we tested it, and then today we've actually broken above that resistance. So we should see continued movement upward from here. Where we could possibly see some resistance, if we go back on our chart, we can see we actually had previous support here right around 41 cents is going to possibly become resistance again. So we're right up testing that resistance. We've got a lot of volume here, so if volume remains strong, then we can certainly break past that resistance level. The next resistance probably isn't going to occur until around the 60-cent mark, where we had some recent resistance up here and up in here, and of course our all-time high at 78 cents. I know you can't see it because unfortunately these moving averages, but if you look over on my little chart here that's kind of come up, you can see the H, which is the high point, and that says 78 cents. So we realize that is the high point, although you just can't see it visually. It certainly is there. So momentum remains strong to the upside. Watch this one tomorrow. I think it has a great possibility to do something excellent. Keep in mind, I'm not an investment advisor, so don't use this as any buy or sell signal. Thanks very much.